I'm a member of the South Bay Historical Railroad Society's layouts here. Been on the board of directors for probably 23 of my 30 years. What I'm going to talk to you about and show you today is the N Scale layout. It is approximately 11 feet wide by 52 feet long, contains 3 main lines, which we happen to call red, yellow, and blue because of my interest in N-track. And it also has a trolley line, which you will see running on an automated circuit, along with, on the lower level below the main lines, is a fiddle yard with helixes at both ends that can bring trains up to any of the 3 main lines and run out and storage and setup and stuff. What you're seeing right now is the main part of the layout, which is the engine facility in the back, along with the yard tracks. And then you have a town area on this side of those tracks and an intermodal yard here in front. We're now behind the layout in the operator's position, and as you can see, we have some large panels with LEDs and switches. Eventually, all of the switches will be tortoise switch machines, slow-mo and DCC controlled, so you can route your trains anywhere you want and turn off any one of the main lines that we have here. What you're looking at now is sort of a classification yard and setup yard, along with the engine facility in the back you see there, and long sidings for the maintenance away train. And all of the tracks you see here will be active. Some of them aren't complete yet, but they will be able to run trains back and forth and rotate on the turntable into the roundhouse and everything else that a normal train facility would do.